Jai Gurudev, Jai Masters. Tonight we're going to discuss the difference between what you want and what you think will give you what you want. Maybe they don't seem different to you. They're like night and day. Between what you want and what you think will give you what you want. So for example, would you like to have a relationship that lasts a long time, but there's no love? Would you like to have money? All you want, but you don't feel anything from it. Doesn't seem to give you any value, any meaning. Do you want to be very, very religious and sincere in your spirituality and believe very, very deeply in God, but never feel the Spirit? Well, I can answer for you on all of those. Why bother? Right or wrong? You want a relationship because you think it will give you love. What does that mean? You want love. How honest you want to be. You want money because you think it will give you freedom and excitement and pleasure in your life. Oh, I see. You want excitement, freedom, and pleasure in your life. Okay? You want to make sure you go to heaven and make sure that you're pleasing God. Why? So that you can feel okay spiritually. In other words, what you want is to feel okay spiritually. So we can cut through all the garbage and say that's what you want. You want to feel love, you want to feel joy, you want to feel excitement, enthusiasm, you want to feel spirit flowing inside of you, you want to feel free. Yes or no? Yeah. That's very different. That's what you want, not what you think will give you what you want. Now, do you see the difference? Because what you think will give you what you want will not always give you what you want. In fact, will very rarely give you what you want. And even if it does, it doesn't last very long. When was the last time you got what you wanted and never wanted anything else? Absolutely never for anybody. Why? Because you didn't go after what you wanted. You went after what you thought would give you what you want. That's the difference. There's something, you use the word worldly and spiritual as though, one's dirty and one's clean. No, absolutely not. It's nothing to do with that. Worldly means you're going after what you think will give you what you want. Spiritual means you're going after what you want. Directly. I want love. Then why are you looking for a relationship? Now, when I talk to you this way, don't you dare think for 1 second that I'm talking against money, against relationships. No. Everything has its place. But its place is not, I'm going to put out all my energy to get what I think what I want, instead of working on what I want. If you work on love, it may happen there's a relationship. But you deal with love. You have love. Why would you have a relationship? Really? Because I'm so filled with love, I love to share it. That's the real relationship. I'm filled with love. You want some? Not I don't feel love, and I need a relationship that will make me feel love. I'm going to keep coming back to the principle. That's what's going after what you think will give you what you want, instead of going after what you want. Has anyone ever had a relationship before? Oh, I see. I get the right crowd. Has it always filled you with love and never stopped filling you with love, and it was just the answer to every single thing we're looking for? Are you willing to look honestly at what it is that you're really trying to get from these things? What does money give you? That gives me freedom. Really? What about people that have a lot of money and they angst over losing it? There's nothing wrong with money. It's not dirty. It's not anything. It's a thing on the planet Earth you play around with. But it isn't what you want. It has absolutely no meaning. It doesn't give you something. You think it will, and so you get excited about getting it. Again, are you going to go after what you want or what you think will give you what you want? If you think that this person is going to fill you with love and the most important person in your entire life, and she's your soulmate, you're going to feel excited trying to get her. You're going to feel excited thinking she loves you. You're going to feel excited getting married. Why? You did that. You said, this is going to give me what I want. Well, we'll see. If it'll give you what you want, why do 50% of all marriages in the United States of America end in divorce? I don't understand. What went wrong? You just went after the wrong thing. You went after what you thought. And by the way, if it ends in divorce, you go get another one. In fact, you cause a divorce by saying, you used to make me feel love. I used to be excited in your presence. Now it doesn't happen. Yes, I can stay. I know I want to be committed. I know I promise. But I only have one life to live, and I don't feel the love. In other words, you didn't marry because I love you. You married because you were making me feel love. If you stop making me feel love, bye-bye. Nice knowing you. All of it's that way. If you go after what you think will give you what you want, you're chasing the wrong thing. Here's how a spiritual person looks at all this. I was born. I was created inside of a womb. My body was anyways. And I fell out. And here I am. That's your birthday. Blah, blah. Okay? And I'm going to die. I don't like talking about it. I don't know why. It's going to happen. It's guaranteed. Every single thing ever born is going to die. So there's this time between your birth and your death. Is it a lot of time? I don't know, 70, 80, 90 years. Earth's been here for 4.5 billion. How close does I'll give you 100. Tell you what, that'll be nice. I'll spot you 100. All right? How close is 100 years to 4.5 billion years? You're kidding me? It's the littlest ant crawling around. It isn't even close. And so you have this tiny, tiny, tiny amount of time. And the question is, what do you want to do with it? Do you want to chase after what you think will give you love? Or do you want to feel love? Guaranteed. Permanently. All the time. Unconditionally. How would you like to feel love that no matter what anybody does, or no matter what happens, it can't touch it? So go through the problems with love. Here, this happened. Somebody died who you really were close with. Would you rather feel sorrow, loss, or would you rather go through that with the love that you felt for them, feeling love, feeling the pain of loss as love? And that every single thing you go through is love. Listen to me. Don't you dare think that state does not exist. And don't think it doesn't exist for you. You ready? It is your natural state. If you are not screwing... All right, I'm looking you in the eyes. If you were not screwing it up, that's what you would feel. There's nothing you have to do to feel unconditional, permanent love except stop screwing it up. How would you like to feel freedom? All the years of your life. Just like you're free. You're free to express yourself. You're free to give. You're free to participate. You're free to try. You're free to fail. You're free to succeed. Doesn't make any difference. You feel complete freedom with every single thing you do. Is your natural state. That is your natural state. If you are not feeling that level of love, that level of inspiration, I would like to be inspired by every single thing you do, the most you ever felt inspired about anything. You just can't wait to go to work. You can't wait to come home. You can't wait to this. You can't wait to that. You can't wait to eat. You can't wait to every single thing you do. Oh, I can't wait. It's just so inspiring. It's just to think of it turns me on. Everything. Your natural state. That is your natural state. Told you, and I know you can pick on me. Your natural state of your body is healthy. Does it mean it's always healthy? No. But if I took every body, 8.3 billion that are alive right today, and I look every second that they lived, what percentage of the time is the overall healthy? 99%, it's probably 99.99. Why? Because the body was made to be healthy. It's got an immune system. It's got, oh my God, it's got so many things going on in there. It was built for it. Okay? Your psyche, your spiritual state, is way higher than this material body. And it was meant to fill you with love, to fill you with inspiration, to fill you with just joy and bliss as you interact. Does that mean everything goes the way I want? Of course not. It means you're filled with inspiration and joy and love to take on the challenge of the day. Like, how would you like to have an NFL football team play a 5th grade football team? How much fun would that be? None. All right? So what's wrong with the challenges of the day? If you enjoy them, if they don't screw you up, if they don't make you lose your love or make you lose your inspiration, it's not the way I want, I don't want to do it. No, fine. You screwed it up. How to screw it up? By saying I can only be okay if things are the way I want. You just take a breath. That is what you're saying. I can only love you if you behave the way I want you to, and dress the way I want you to, and always act the way I want you to, and treat my parents the way I want you to, or don't. Like, unless you're doing what I want you to do, I don't love you. But if you are doing what I want you to do, God, you blow me away. Just to think there's a person on this planet who always does what I want. You love them, don't you? Don't think you're going to find them because they ain't there. You see what I'm saying? It's like it is your natural state to feel this inspiration, to feel love, to feel freedom, to feel just Shakti, spirit all the time. I'm daring you to stop believing what they're telling you, right? You have to earn it. You do not have to. Do you have to earn your health? No, you have to stop screwing it up. Stop drinking, stop doing drugs, stop eating garbage. So live a decent life. The body will take care of you. Not always, right? There's things that go wrong. But I told you what percentage even in your life, right? That 9.9% of this stuff's doing what it's supposed to be doing. Okay? So the joy is there. The love is there. The inspiration is there. Why don't I feel it? Because you developed a mental concept that said, I can only be happy if things are the way I want. I can only feel love if I'm with somebody who talks to me this way, acts this way, etc., etc., etc. I always have fun with you. And I'm not, if I talk to you like this, it's so that you wake up. But when you walk out of here, don't listen to me. Because you can't. So I'm going to play around with your dating sites. I know none of you ever use a dating site, okay? Use your dating sites. There's nothing wrong with them. They're fun. But that's not how we look at them. We sit there and say, this is serious. I want to find the right person. Well, how do you find the right person? They ask you all these questions. I never been on one, but I know what they do. I'm a programmer. They ask you all these questions. How tall should he or she be? What religion should they like or not like? And are they open to other things? And what politics? For sure, to politics. Right? Who are they going to vote for? What's this? And who did they vote for? Right? And do they want to have children? They don't want to have children. Right? How many children do they want? Come on, fill it up. What are you doing? You're saying, this is what I want. This is what I want. That's what you're saying. It's not a sheet about the other person. It's a sheet about you. I want to have 3 children. You want 5? No, I don't have 5. You want to have none? No, I don't have none. So you're painting a picture of what you want, and you're saying that person has to match that. Why don't you just have a relationship with yourself? And so you wake up and you realize that's what you're doing with everything. You have convinced yourself, I can't be okay unless things are the way I want. That's like the bottom line, isn't it? And I can never be okay if things are the way I don't want. And you're taught to do that, and everybody's doing that, and no one's okay, all right? There are billionaires out there. I told you once, if you're number 1 richest person in the world on Forbes one year, and you're number 2 the next year, it bothers you. And don't you dare think it doesn't. That's unbelievable. If you love somebody and you're really attracted to them, and they start talking a little bit too much to somebody else, that's a problem. Nothing can work. It can't work unless it's exactly what you want. And it isn't ever that way, is it? Once in a while it is. That's like, you're inspiring. Wow, I loved you once. Maybe I can love you again. Okay? And so you wake up and you realize, if you are out, what's that song? Looking for love in all the wrong places. You're looking for love out there. Where do you feel love? In here. It's not out there like a bottle or a pen, it's something you feel inside. So why are you not looking for it inside? I'm totally confused. Where do you feel inspiration? Outside? You feel inspiration inside. Where do you feel joy, happiness, freedom? Inside. But you're looking for them outside. You're looking for the things. It's just hilarious. I'm going to challenge you right now. You're looking outside for the things that will make you feel what you want inside. Why don't you go inside to find it? Since that's where it is. Again, stop for a second. Take a breath. Is it not true that love is inside? Is it not true inspiration is inside? Not true that joy is inside? Happiness is inside. Freedom is inside. They're not external things. So why are you looking for them outside? The answer is very simple. Because you have convinced yourself, and society helped you, and your parents, everybody helped you too, by the way, but you have convinced yourself that I can't feel them unless they're the way I want outside. I can't feel love if you slurp your soup. The first 3 dates were great, and then you showed up in a bow tie. No bow ties. I don't date people with bow ties. And that's just 2 examples. I gave you thousands of them. That you can't love the person because you decided, that's not the kind of person I love. And so yoga, what the inner work teaches you, and it works, but it's not that easy. It should be easy. If I say to you, stop screwing yourself up, well, that should be easy. Just stop screwing yourself up. But it's not easy. It's like telling someone, stop drinking. No, seriously, stop drinking. It's messing up your whole life. Your family's going to leave you. You're going down. Stop drinking. Oh, okay. Not that easy, is it? And so if I say to you, stop looking outside for what's inside, makes a lot of sense, but boy, where do you try? Why? Because you're addicted, just like alcohol or drugs. You're addicted to having things outside be the way you want so you feel good inside. And if they are the way you want, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. If they are the way you want, you do feel good inside. Nobody's denying that. But it doesn't last, and it doesn't happen that often. It was the last time you were in complete love and ecstasy and stayed there for a long time with joy and freedom. Nobody can do that. Is there a way to directly work on feeling them inside? That becomes the essence of your spiritual journey. Not how to attract to yourself what you think will make you feel love. Imagine somebody, visualize them, and you can attract them. Can you? Sure. But it's the same as doing any other way. You get them dressed nicely. It's just a way of getting for yourself that which you think will make you feel good. But it's still outside. You still have to struggle to do it. I'll never forget it. Somebody years and years, I pointed over there. She was sitting over there, nice middle-aged lady. And after the talk, she raised her hand. I said, I don't know what to do. I feel so depressed because I've been working on attracting to myself what I want, my house and things. And everyone said I should be able to. And I haven't been able to. It didn't happen yet. And I feel like a failure. That's what you get from that. You know what I'm saying? Boy, what happened here? I thought I needed the house, I needed the car, I needed the husband, so on. I thought it would make me happy, and I can't make it happen. So now I'm miserable and depressed. Can you hear me? So what spirituality says, put everything aside. If it's true that love is inside, and joy is inside, and inspiration is inside, and freedom is inside, why don't I feel it? And what you do is this deep spirituality. You don't start by trying to make yourself feel it. You know, that's ridiculous. Open your heart. You make a can opener. I don't open my heart. Okay? Feel inspired by your work when you don't. Oh, no one knows how to do that. So what do I do? What's going on? You start with witness consciousness. Those are words you've all heard, but they're not presented to you in the right way. What is witness consciousness? Don't touch anything. Just watch. Your first step is just get the lay of the land. Be in there. What I'd like you to do, be in there and remember what I said. Your natural state is love, joy, inspiration, and freedom. Do I feel that? No. Okay? Don't lie to yourself. Don't make believe you do. No spiritual ego. No, that doesn't have one single iota. If I want to be in New York, but I'm in Florida, but I'll make believe I'm in New York, I'll never make it to New York. That's the same thing spiritually. Don't define a self-concept that says I'm there. No. Be glad to see where you are and be glad to see what's happening. Just for a while. Just be quiet. Watch. Don't do anything. What are you going to see? You're going to see that I want to go camping tomorrow and there's clouds out at night. How do you feel? Scared? Non-inspired? Non-love? Non-God? I feel bad. Okay? Just watch. I dare you. See, there's not deep teachings. You don't need deep teachings. You are yourself the teacher. You watch. It's inside. And you'll see, wow, I did that. I let the weather determine how I'm doing. I don't feel inspired. I don't feel love. 97 degrees out. We've been having some of those days. Okay? Have to walk from your car a few blocks to go somewhere. How you doing? Oh, it's hot. Oh, my God, it's so hot. I can't handle this. I can't even breathe. Oh, my God, it's ridiculous. How you doing? Inspired? Filled with love? Filled with joy? No, I don't feel good at all. So you start noticing why you don't feel good and why you don't feel love. Because you're deciding not to. I told you. When I feel the heat in the sun, I started this back in God, it must have been 72, 73. I woke up to this. When I feel that sun baking down on me, all I want to do is stand there and feel it and say, this is a star. I am so close to a star that it feels the heat. That'd be pretty neat to be that close to a star, wouldn't it? You are. But that is not how you look at it. Come on, those stars are little twinkly things out there, right? They're kind of neat, right? You're so close to one that you feel its heat. So you get to think like that. And what do you feel? Good. I feel inspired. I feel awe because of that. So you start to change how you look at things inside. Instead of demanding that I live somewhere that the temperature is between 68 and 75 and no humidity. Like it'll be a little, my skin will dry up, so 45%. Come on, all right? You've sat there and said things have to be the way I want for me to be okay. How often are they the way you want all by themselves? Never, almost never. Well, then work at it. Great. Now I get ulcers and I'm scared, depressed, all kinds of things happen. Why not come inside and say, can I be okay in here? That's what I challenge you. I told you, people teach meditation. That's wonderful. I don't teach meditation. I meditate. Meditation is a wonderful thing. Why would I have to teach it? Everybody teaches it. You want to learn to meditate? There's 8,000 places on the web, everywhere. I want to teach you what to do when you're not meditating, which is all the time. Right? That's what I'm talking about. How to always be okay. We just took an example. You're not okay with the heat. You can be. Just you raise your inner state. Can you do that? Like I said, you start with the fact that you don't get sunburned. You get star-burned. That's a big difference, isn't it? How far away is your star? 93 million miles. 93 million. How far is Miami? 360. That's 93 million. If Miami caught fire, every building, you would not feel a single thing up here. Not 1 degree would change. That thing's 93 million miles away. And instead of being in awe that I'm close, how hot must that thing be? Answer me. You're complaining about 97 degrees. How hot is that thing 93 million miles away? You're feeling the heat. It's exciting. It's inspiring. It's beautiful. If you let it be. But it's terrible if you say it's terrible. It's however you say it is. Your inside is up to you. You own the inside. There's nobody else in there. Your parents aren't in there. Your kids aren't in there. Your boss is in there. You're in there. It is however you want it to be inside. You want it to be depressed? Make it be depressed. You want to feel love? Feel love. You want to feel inspired? Feel inspiration. It's your house. It's so funny. I understand the physical world, there's competition as to what happens. Everybody wants something different. They're all doing. There's no competition inside. None. There's no one in there but you. You want to wake up in the morning and say, I have fun today. Have fun. Nothing's stopping you. I'm talking about unconditionally be okay inside, no matter what happens outside. Can you do that? Why not? It's your inside. Can your house be decorated any way you want? Or can you pizza crust all over the place and be filthy and dirty? Or can you have it clean? You're the one who lives there. It's the exact same thing inside. God, I hope you hear me. All these techniques, all these things, all these beliefs and philosophies, and you live in there. Clean it up. Make it nice in there. What happens if I make it nice in there? It's going to be nice in there. What happens if it's nice in there? I'll be a nicer person. I can help everybody else because I'm not busy helping myself. That's what spirituality is about. They say, be a giver. No, you can't be a giver. You have too many needs. They'll sneak out and get somebody. All right? If you are done with yourself, that's what Christ meant by die to be reborn. You're done with yourself. It's not about you anymore. Why? Because you're not supposed to? No, because it's not. You're fine. You feel love. You feel joy. You feel freedom. Win all the time. Well, why don't I? Because you don't let yourself. Because you decided, I am not going to feel okay if you say that to me. You've said that, haven't you? I don't have to tolerate you said that to me. I'm not going to be okay if you say that to me. All right, you've just sat there and said, I'm going to decide that my inside is filthy because something happened outside. I love your words. I'm not going to be okay if you say that to me. Mazel tov, congratulations. Now you get to be not okay. What if you sat there and said inside, not have to say outside, right? I'm going to be okay no matter what you say to me. Ooh, That's so exciting. I got a rush just saying that. I'm going to be okay no matter what the weather is. I'm going to be okay no matter what you say to me. I'm going to be okay no matter what happens at work. If you come home and you had a bad day and you go marching through the house, I was looking for a nice evening, you march through the house and slam the door, right? I'm going to be okay. Why? Because my choice is to not be okay. And I choose to be okay. How's that? What's stopping you? You. You decided, no. If you go marching through this house and don't say hello to me, when I was looking forward to some nice relationship time, some quality time with you, I'm not going to be okay. Fine. You're not going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. Ooh, that's like a tornado we came through. That's cute. All right. We'll see how long that lasts. And then when he or she comes out, you're filled with love. Hi. Welcome back. How you have a tough day? Wouldn't it be nicer to be like that? Or do you have to make sure they never do it again? You sleep on that couch for 2 weeks. You're laughing because you do it that way. Because you think it has to be the way you want for you to be okay. You don't understand. You're the one who decided, if it's that way, I'm not okay. Why would you do that? And I will right down to the core of what I said the talk was about. Do you want to spend your life working to get what you want, or to get what you think will give you what you want? I think if you're nicer to me and you always bring flowers home and say nice things, then okay, I'm fine. But if you're going marching through this house, I'm not. Well, then you're not going to be fine a lot of time. You're not going to be fine with the weather. The one I like the most, people pick on me, they do, because I pick these examples over and over again that are so low, I call them low-hanging fruit, like the driver in front of you. Be honest with me. How many of you have ever not been okay with the driver in front of you? Have you ever talked to the driver in front of you? Come on, buddy. Look at the speed limit. You're 10 miles below the speed limit. Nice blinker, buddy. How does that make you feel? Like I'm having a tough time with this driver in front of me. Do you have to have a tough time with the driver in front of you? No. That's a choice you're making. What if you chose, okay, you're 15 miles below the speed limit. Go for 20. Set a Guinness new book. I want to write to Guinness. You're 35 miles below the speed limit in a 40-mile zone. Oh, my God. You can have fun. Yes or no? Could you have fun if you wanted to? Then why don't you? Because that's what you said you wanted. And that's the commitment on a spiritual path. You just sit there and say, okay, I know what I want. I want to have fun. I got this time between my birth and my death. I want to have a blast. But I don't have to go out and drink to do it. I don't have to go out and do this and do that. I don't have to do anything. I just have a blast. Look, it's raining. Oh, boy, it's raining. It's pouring. Oh, boy. I wonder how hard it'll rain. You get to do that. Change the way you are dealing with the events in your life, and you will change your life. But it's not easy, is it? It sounds good, doesn't it? You buy some of this stuff. Just be happy all the time. Enjoy every single bit of the weather, whatever it is. Oh my God, it's so humid. My hair's frizzy. I love when my hair's frizzy. Look at that. I went out to eat lunch and I spilled ketchup on my pants. Oh boy, people are going to look at me and think I'm a slob. I love it. Is it possible that you could do that? Is it a possibility that you can live like that and just have a good old time? And you go to work, your boss gives you a job, and you can't wait to do it, even though you don't know how to do it. You don't even know how you're going to do it. Well, this should be exciting, right? Okay? And what if you blow it and you get fired? That'll be fun. I'll look for a new job. But that means I have to go to an interview. I love interviews. I get to meet people. Why can't you do that? In other words, create an environment inside that doesn't block you, that doesn't make you unhappy, okay? And you just catch on early. You're young. Don't waste your life. Do not waste your life trying to create outside what will make you feel what you want inside. Just realize your insides belong to you. Master used to say, you're the king and queen of your inside. There's nobody else in there. You're the ruler. But you messed it up. How? Okay, let's get down to that. Like, why would you mess it up? If you're filled with love and joy, why would you do that? Because what happens is the ego, the mind gets in the way. What happens, you have an experience and it bothers you. Have you had experiences that bother you? What did you do with those? You stored them inside of you. Like a whisper. You stored them inside of you. You said, I don't like this, so I'm going to keep it. So I keep feeling it. You do keep feeling it, don't you? It keeps coming back up. If you even think about it, it's still in there, right or wrong. No one will talk to you this way. Have you noticed that some people have traumatic experiences, terrible experiences, and all of you have had some experiences that are terrible. That's all. Don't have to compare. You've had experiences that are not pleasant, haven't you? Are they still in there? If somebody says something, can they get, what's the word triggered mean? It triggered it. It brought it back up. Or the dreams have it. There's all kinds of things to show you. If you had the experience and you stored it in there, it's still in there. What did Freud teach you? If you had an experience, you stored it in there. He called it suppression, repression, denial. What are those words for? I don't want to feel this. So what do? I push it away, don't I? I don't want to feel it. I don't want this coming in here where I live. So I push it away. Where do you think it went? It gets stored inside your heart. It gets stored inside your psyche. It gets stored inside of you. Well, that's really smart. Let's start storing everything that ever bothers us inside of ourselves so we can be bothered all the time. Wouldn't that be fun? No. But you've done that, haven't you? You didn't mean to, but you didn't want to experience it, so you pushed it away. It gets stored inside. And what happens if you store everything that ever bothered you inside, you're bothered inside. So now I have to go outside to try and find things that don't bother me. And to make sure that nobody talks about what does bother me. That nothing reminds me of that. I used to live in Gainesville. I really liked it. But then we got divorced. And now every place I drive, come on, this is you. Please, everybody. Every place I go, it reminds me. I used to eat there. I used to go to the movies over there. I got to move. I can't handle this. Do people do that and literally move? What is that telling you? They ruined it inside themselves by storing the garbage inside. Now, why did I say they ruined it? Is it still happening? Are the arguments you had with your ex still happening? He's not even there. She's not even there. When you ate at this restaurant and it made you sick, you had to go to the hospital 22 years ago. Is it still happening? No. Then why is it bothering you? I swear, I challenge you every time I can't help myself, right? Why are you being bothered by that which is not happening? You are, aren't you? Okay? Now you understand why you're not okay inside, and that's the only reason you're not okay inside. You stored all this garbage inside. Even things you like mess you up. What do you mean? I really, really liked eating at that restaurant. I got to take you guys with me. It was unbelievable. It was like perfect. It's not going to be like that again. There'll be a different chef and different people next to you and this and that, different music. It's not going to be the same, and you're going to get disappointed. So even the good things, you stored them inside, wanting them to happen again. The bad things, you stored them inside, not want to happen again. Now you're filled with expectations and fears. That is what your desires and your fears are. They're not natural. Desires and fears are, Master used to say, his guru used to told him, if a lion is jumping at you, it is natural to feel fear. But if you're afraid of what somebody will say about you, you're afraid of what somebody thinks. I heard that Mary told Tom, and Tom said that he once thought badly about you. No. You hear me? That's not fear, that's ridiculous. That's you setting some standard. I don't want anybody thinking badly about me. I don't want anybody telling somebody that somebody else thinks badly about me. You know what I'm saying? You're afraid of everything because you created this mess inside. So if you store things inside that you like, again, I'm telling you, this is not about renunciation. It's not about denial. It's wonderful to have things happen that you like. Enjoy them while they're happening. And then be open to what happens next. That's what be here now means. Be here now is be here now. Let happen what's happening and let it go. And then be there with the next thing. Things unfold in front of you. You experience them and they pass through. But what if they're not pleasant? You get to have fun with something that's not pleasant. And then you get on with your life. And then the next thing happens. You can handle what feels good. You don't try to keep it. What feels bad, you don't try to keep it. You just be here now. Experience your life. And have a good time with it. All of it. Every single bit of it. Well, what happens if something happens that makes my heart hurt? Enjoy your heart hurting. Don't deny that your heart hurts. Don't try to make it not hurt. Don't suppress it. Don't screw it up. Just say, wow. And what was it? The Wizard of Oz. Wasn't there somebody wanted a heart? The Tin Man or the Strong Man, somebody. They all wanted something, right? You have it all. You have a heart that feels love. You have a heart that feels pain, right or wrong. You have a mind that can be quiet and peaceful. You have a mind that can drive you crazy. Yes or no? Isn't that fun? That's spiritual. Not that I'm trying to make the outside world be a way that leaves my heart open and feel good and leaves my mind quiet. I want to enjoy every single moment of life, outside and inside, so that I, who's in here, lives in here, is able to handle everything. That's what the great masters are. Somebody once asked Ramakrishna, great, fully enlightened master, does an enlightened being ever feel anger? He said, yes, but it's like riding on water. If I write you a love letter on water, what did that do for you? If I write you a hate letter on water, what did it do for you? It's gone the minute I move my finger, isn't it? So yes, this emotion comes up, it passes through. Mazel tov, good, hello. I told you, the saint that gave us the Durga statue back in the 70s, Mayog Shakti, she's over there. She died a few years ago. Beautiful, beautiful being. Real sannyas, real sincere saint. And she never talked about herself, but we were very close. She leaned over me once. She said, talk very quiet. Mickey, yes, mother, don't you just love when they yell at you? There's so much energy. Isn't there? Is there a lot of energy when they're yelling at you? She just transmuted it. It sent her into ecstasy. Energy's energy. Wow! Okay? How would you like to be like that? So you'd understand you are determining and deciding what it's like inside of you. And the reason it happened, the habit that's happened, like drinking or drugs or anything like that, is you had an experience. It felt good. You're not used to feeling good experiences because you made them very rare between. So this one you held on to. You want to think about it all the time. You want it to happen all the time. You want to plan it. Here, go to Hawaii and have a good time. And then plan all year. Look at the web and the pictures, what it's going to be like, right? You just wasted your year. There were thousands and thousands and thousands of experiences that you didn't have because you were busy focusing on Hawaii. And then what happens, you go back next year, and that's when the volcanoes went off. It's never the way you think it's going to be. So what's the answer? Don't do that. The answer is to say, here, little by little, I'm going to learn. Life is going to unfold. The weather's going to be what it is. People are going to be the way they are. The driver in front of me is going to be the way they are. I'm going to learn how to be first okay with it, and then love it. I love it to pieces. Oh my God, I'm caught in traffic in the LA Expressway for hours. Wow! I get to meditate. I get to listen to music. Have fun. Period. Why? Because that's what you said you wanted. You said you wanted to feel love. So why would you give it up? You said you wanted to feel inspiration. So why would you give it up? Don't give it up. Stop giving it up. And that's the practice that I focused on teaching you. When you want to play the piano, you don't sit down and play Beethoven. I'm sorry, you don't. You want to play tennis? Don't play Borg to start with, or the Williams sisters. What do? Practice simple things. Practice your scales on the piano. Practice hitting the ball with a ball thrower or a coach over the net, different angles, and you'll get better. Same here. Somehow they never taught you that. Being happy inside, practice being happy inside. I know you're not. I know it's not unconditional. Practice making it a little more unconditional. If you're in a relationship and something irritates you, no, it does, irritates you a little bit about that person, start practicing enjoying this little quirk. He pulls the blankets off at night. Wow, isn't that cute? I freeze. I'm going to pull him back. We have a good old time. If you want to have fun, have fun. Don't sit there and let situations bring you down. How? You won't be able to do with the big stuff to start with. Just like you can't play Beethoven, you can't play professional tennis players. But you'll get better. Every single thing you try. That's why I always teach the simple things first. Just play with the weather, like I said. Next time you feel it's hot, stop. Look up at that star and talk about it. Talk about how special it is. What it does for us. The planet wouldn't have any food or anything if that thing was not out there doing that. And you care about 10 degrees difference or something like that. Enjoy it. Thank it. Like I said, first, learn to tolerate it. Because you can't. Take the things that you don't like now and just practice tolerating them. Somebody says something, you usually fight back. Don't fight back. Okay? So once you tolerate it, then be okay with it. Not tolerating it. Tolerating means you're not okay with it, but I'll put up with it. Be okay with it. There's 8.5. Imagine someone's talking to you, okay? And some of the stuff they're saying you don't like. How many words are being said on the planet at the same time that person's saying those words? 8.5 billion people are talking, and you care about what one of them is saying. That's how you play with this. And you sit there and say, I'm going to be okay with what they said. Not I'll tolerate it. You have to do that first. You have to tolerate it. If you can't tolerate it, you can fight and all kind of mess is going to go on. First I'll tolerate it, then I'll be okay with it. That's not good enough for me because I love you. Now I'll enjoy it. Like Mataji. I'll enjoy it. I'll enjoy it. Look what he just said. No one has ever said anything that mean to me. I told you, when you're getting somewhere? You're standing around with a group of friends, and you're talking, and all of a sudden, across the street, somebody's walking up. And you get a little bit embarrassed because you tell your friend, look, she or he really thinks much too highly of me. They think I walk on water. Wait till you see all the nice things they're going to say. Just be okay, please. I'm sorry. Okay? And they come and they say all these nice things about you and so on. You're a little bit embarrassed and they walk away. Okay, you handled it. You took it. Now somebody else comes across the street. All right, you look at them. You say to your friends, oh my God, there's Paul. He hates my guts. Oh my God, he tells every single person, every single mean thing he could ever say about me. It's unbelievable. What do you see? What do you see? And they come and they say these things, blah, 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 blah. You giggle, right? Now you got somewhere. When those two people are the same to you, they're just people on the planet Earth talking. You can learn to be okay. First, learn to tolerate. How? Just be disciplined enough. If you see it bothering you, don't participate. Don't say it back. It's going to be a fight. Can you handle it? How's that? Can you handle that it happened? It may take a while, and then it bothers you for a while, but at least it didn't leave all kinds of scars inside of you. Then, I'm telling you, then be okay with it. Then enjoy it. Then love it to pieces. I want you to get to the point that when you wake up in the morning, you can't wait for what? Whatever happens. Okay? There's so many ways you can look at this. I don't have time to get into the other ways, but I have learned, I'm not a scientist. I never took a science course in my life. I went to business school. But this quantum field stuff, that is really deep stuff. That is a wonderful, wonderful way to reach unconditional well-being. Why? Every major scientist all over the world, all nationalities, everything, understand now that this stuff you're looking at ain't really here. It's just a bunch of dots, a bunch of atoms, molecules put together, and they're not even really there. It's really just electron, neutron, and proton, and they're not really there. It's really subatomic particles, quarks, leptons, bosons, that they attract each other, pull together, making electron, neutron, protons, making atoms. And guess what? They're not there. That's my favorite part. When a true quantum physicist talks about particles, they're called virtual particles, or they're in quotes. Why? Because there are no particles. It's not made out of things. All that's down there are wavelets of energy in a field of energy. And somehow, as it goes through its dance, it throws off qualities like spin and color and magnetism. They're not things. They're just forces. And those come together. Nothing's really here, all right? And you look at anything. I can't help myself. Look at a sunset. The entire scene, out here we do it all the time. We get to do it all the time. There's trees and the earth and sky and colors and the sun. That is coming from the quantum field. It's not like it happened once and now the world's created. There's not a single thing you experience that's really there. It's just light dancing underneath, manifesting all you're looking at. Oh my God, that'll get you straight. What is it you don't like? What is it you do like? You start understanding what non-duality means. You understand the deep, deep teachings that it's all one. It's just a field of energy manifesting. You want to call that field God? By all means, call it God. You want to call it a quantum field energy? Fine, call it that. The point is, it ain't what you think it is. And your mind has made a mess, hasn't it? Wanting it to be what you want it to be. All right? These are spiritual teachings. Not how to get what you want, not how to make it to heaven, not how to believe in this. No. You inside can look at anything any way you want. Notice we just talked about the quantum field. You don't have to be a genius. They found that it's just energy. Einstein, E equals mc squared. Mass is really energy. Energy is mass. Energy is matter. Matter is energy. The difference is just a temporary state. Ice is water. Water is ice in a temporary state. Vapor is water. Water is ice. Temporary state. All of this is that. So what are you doing making a mess out of the time between your birth and death? I'm begging you, don't do that. And when you work on yourself and you raise yourself to where you're always okay, you've changed the world. Every single person that interacts with you is better off because they interacted with this beautiful person that doesn't need anything from them. They're just there dancing with the universe. It doesn't mean you don't make money. It doesn't mean you don't do business. It doesn't mean you don't have a relationship. It doesn't mean that. It means you're doing it as an expression of the beauty and joy. What is business? Providing a service or product for the benefit of somebody else. That's what business is. It's not to make money. It's not to be famous. You are doing your part in life. You're filled with love, filled with joy, and you're helping other people create, invent, do whatever you want. But not to get something. You don't need any of that. If you're filled with love and joy and filled with inspiration, you win. How would you like to be like that? Only you are stopping yourself. You're welcome to be like that. All right. Work on these things. Jagrata.